How's it going, neighbors? This is Ed here with eTrailer.com, and we're going to take a look at the Yakima EXO system outfitted today with the GearLocker and GearWarrior on our 2022 Nissan Armada. The EXO system is a modular system that's going to allow you to customize your setup to how you need it. In this particular example, we have a cargo basket and a cargo box with a locking lid. Essentially, the reason you would want a kit like this, or in general with the Armada, it's a large vehicle, but it's mostly focused on moving passengers, so it puts cargo space at a premium. With a kit like this, along with a roof rack, you can maximize the amount of gear you can bring along for your journey. Our GearWarrior cargo basket is made of powder-coated steel to give you a nice rugged exterior to hold up against the elements on your journey. There's also some solid tie-down points on the ends with the tube steel that they're using, so you can use ratchet straps or bungee cords or whatever you need to get your bulkier items attached to the inside of your basket. So let's take a look at the modularity of the EXO system and how you change things out. You actually use the Yakima speed knobs to unlock your cleats, and that allows you to take out and switch out your items on your EXO system. So we're going to put the GearWarrior back on our EXO's top shelf, aligning the cleats in the track. We're going to fasten it back down using the locking knobs. The knobs have lock cores that can be configured with the Yakima same key system, so you can have the same key going across all of your Yakima products. So once we tighten down our knobs, we're going to press our lockout in to keep everything from backing out. And now we're going to open up our EXO system. Using this large handle, we're going to untwist the bolt of the system and now we're going to pull the pin on the very end and swing out the EXO system. We're going to unlock our pin and rotate our top shelf out. Our GearLocker is an ABS plastic that's going to hold up against UV light, and it's shock resistant. It's a pretty solid carrier that's going to give you plenty of space to add the items that you're going to take along with your trip. And you, again, with the front lock, you can have it matching the same key system. The GearLocker is 10 cubic feet, which is a lot of space for a cargo basket. Also considering you can change the configuration and adjust how much weight capacity you have. The GearLocker in the lower position is rated right at 100 pounds. If you put it on the upper shelf, it drops down to 80, and vice versa with the GearWarrior. You're at 100 pounds, 110 pounds at the bottom and 80 pounds in the upper position. Either configuration still gives you a great weight capacity for the gear that you want to take along with you. As we open our hatch, we're going to make sure that we have the GearWarrior pushed forward as much as possible, because it doesn't give you much of a margin of error for the hatch door to open. But once you get it out the way, you're able to spin your GearWarrior around and get it back in position for the campsite. You just want to be aware of where you park in the parking lot or campsite to make sure you have access to your whole EXO setup. We're going to fold our EXO system up by pulling the pin that retains the hinge in the open position and slide it back into place. And we're going to listen for the click and tighten the handle to keep the entire system together. So let's take a look at some dimensions and see how close we get to our Armada. So at the closest point, which would be the handle, you're about 4 inches away from the bumper. And let's see. And overall, we're adding right at 33 inches with a ground clearance of 22 inches. So you're adding a lot of area to the rear of your vehicle. The EXO system is huge, and as you can see, it'll block out your license plate. So you will need to add the Yakima license plate relocation kit, and it also will give you lighting, so your tail lights that are partially obstructed will have a little bit more safety and visibility on the back of the Armada. So your EXO system also is pre-wired for your license plate and light relocation kit. So you would just use your 4-way connector or adapt your 7-way. And we carry those 7 to 4-way adapters here at eTrailer.com. Your shank is still powder coated, just like the rest of the swing away assembly. Going into your 2-inch receiver, you also have a locking bolt that's also anti-rattle that's threaded to help stabilize the system in your receiver. My setup here with the GearWarrior and the GearLocker is more focused towards cargo and items. However, the EXO system can be whatever you need it to be. You have options like the open range kitchen. You can also add a tabletop bike carrier. You can switch around the configuration to match however you're going to use it. But if you're looking to just move cargo, get some more room for your bulkier, bigger items for all your people you're taking on your journey with you, the configuration with the GearLocker and GearWarrior is going to work best for the Armada. So again, this is Ed with eTrailer.com, and this has been a look at the Yakima EXO system outfitted with the GearWarrior basket and the GearLocker cargo box on the back of the 2022 Nissan Armada. Have a great day.